Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to record my trek to find Tel Fyr because, well, I have an idea where it is. He looks goofy when he's doing that, but he does look like he's casting a spell. And plus, you never know, because what we'll find, because this is a lot of islands. These are a lot of islands. Ways. I do believe it is somewhere around here, like around here somewhere. It wouldn't be on any of the smaller islands because it has to be big enough to hold a tower. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm getting a high enough level where I'm seeing outsiders or Dremora or demons, whatever you want to call them, seeing them on a regular basis. This looks promising. A nice shallow looking island, kind of leading up to a bigger one. But if I was near the tower, I have a feeling I would see it already. Oh, there it is. Yes, it does have a boat, but unfortunately, there's no boatman. They forgot when they made the game. They forgot to place the boatman. Well, forgot to place the boatman here, I think. Actually, I don't think it was ever meant to have been part of the travel routes. I think the boatman was supposed to be the medium armor master trainer. But this game doesn't need any master trainers as far as armor, because all you have to do is just run out, chain a bunch of enemies to you, a bunch of the generic wildlife, and just let them beat the crap out of you. Alright, let's see here. Lord Fyr, where are you? Tel Fyr. Well, nobody's looking. Let's see what we can find. Skulls. Delicious, delicious skulls. Grand soul gems. Bent probe. Junk. Junk, junk, junk. Any interesting books? Nope. 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 Wow. Tel Fyr sure does have a lot of religious books. Another skull. Don't think I got one. Those. Yes, I'm stealing from the guy I'm hoping will help me out. Here's a nice one of these kind of platters, but I don't care about them. But it's floaty britches time. Wait for a second there. Taken. Oh, forgot it was trapped. Ooh, that's a pretty deadly trap. That actually did a little bit of damage to me. No master's equipment? Skooma, I wonder who's on corpus sweepings. Well, he is experimenting on corpus stuff, isn't he? Alright, floaty britches, it's your turn. Now here is a real test of my lock-picking skill. Lock level 100. This is about as locked can get. And there you have it. And here is an artifact, one of the best pieces of light armor out there. The Kairos of Savior's Hide. Constant effect of resist magic 60%. It is beautiful, and it is now mine.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Yes, I've got corpus disease. Ugh, go down to the dungeon with all the other monsters. Thanks, sister. Nice to know you care. Aren't you supposed to be trying to help people with the disease? Monsters, huh? Well, anyway. Say, that is an interesting Dwemer piece you have there. What can you tell me about it? So I'm going to give it to him, and he liked it a lot. A gift from me? How thoughtful. And shrewd. I suppose you know I'm a collector, and such a gift is bound to please me. Congratulate you on your diplomatic skills. So why have you tried to butter me up? Come to consult the great Tel Fyr? Have you the divine disease? Want to plunder the dungeon? Or to leer at my daughters? Those female dark elves back there? This is quite a trip here. Not bad for something born in a jar, huh? Charming and talented. Yeah, that one back there was quite charming. Not daughters, really. A little project, a side benefit of my research into the corpus disease. He made them himself, and he made them from his own flesh. Nice, aren't they? And he gives their names. Quite a comfort to me in my old age. Ha ha! What he essentially did was he took pieces of his own flesh and kind of cloned himself, except he made them into females, and, well, he likes to do that with them. So this guy is a bit of, you know...
3 blessings, Sarah.
There, turn around and face me, buddy. Okay, the divine disease. Yes, I have it. The magical properties of the corpus disease are elusive and mysterious, far more subtle and powerful than any conventional sorcery or enchantment. I am persuaded that it is some manner of a curse or blessing of a god, perhaps both a curse and a blessing. The victim of the curse cannot appreciate the marvelous nature of corpus. It saps the mind and destroys the body, but to a wizard it is a profound and glorious mystery, a riddle worth a long lifetime of study. Yes, this great and brilliant wizard here has been studying corpus disease his whole life. And let's see, he has other things to say about it, I think. Well, okay. How interesting. Did you know that corpus makes you immune to the disease, or to disease? Essentially, if you have corpus, you're immune to everything else. Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Ashlanders say that the Nerevarine will be immune to disease. I've always thought, maybe I have the Nerevarine down in my corpusarium and I don't even know it. Ha ha! The Nerevarine, a fat, disgusting corpus monster, mad as a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? And explain, tell him, oh, well, I'll go ahead and explain that. That's a fascinating story, so you might be the Nerevarine. Means nothing, of course. Well, it means nothing to him. But corpus victims always have delusions, but let me think. So he's got this potion that he's been working on. In theory, it should cure the corpus disease. It doesn't work, though. So, see, apparently he's tried it on the other victims, and it never worked on him. He said it probably will kill you. It killed all of my test subjects. But you've got nothing to lose. Well, yes, apparently so. Before he gives it to you, he wants me to look around below in the corpusarium. He wants me to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yagram Bagarn, my oldest patient. Handy fellow. He fixes things for me. Bring the boots back and you can have the potion. First, let's see. Nah, he's kind of looking, so. And there's nothing special up there. So down we go. I think down we go. Yeah. Back down to his hallway. And then, let's see. Here we go, down the stairs. And no. Well, actually, yeah, you see, You remember him talking about plundering the dungeon? Well, he's got some little game going on down here. I've never played it. But apparently you open chests, like see, I use some key to open this chest, and this chest is a key to another chest, and eventually all leads to some treasure. I've never really played this game, this chest game here. I've just unlocked a few chests as I've come here, but yeah. So here's the Corpusarium. And yes, here's another Arcadian.
quickly.
This guy used to be a slave to Fyr, but Fyr, well, he's actually not such a terrible guy. So, because he realized this guy was pretty cool, he freed him, and now these two are partners, actually. Let's see if I can get him to talk about that. Warden, let's see, Corpusarium. Let's see. Well, anyways. And yes, the corpus victims here will attack you, but if you fight back and fight them and kill them, well, old Mr. Fyr up there will get pretty mad and he won't help you. So you've got to just do your best to avoid them. But you want to pick up this drum. Ooh. Ah. And head back around. Oh yes, Corpus Stalker. Well, I'll give you a better look at it in a second. First, we need to go somewhere and do something, because this drum will actually do something. But we can't use it ourselves. Yes, back this way, avoid this guy. Oh, nope. Okay, back this way and avoid this guy again. It's around here somewhere. I guess we go in here. Corpusarium bowels. Yes, we want to go back this way. And yes, here we are. Let's try to get around and avoid these things. And give them to her. Give this drum to her. And for some reason, she really doesn't like me. I don't know why. Look, sister. I don't know why these people have such attitudes. Come on, get over yourself. Or I'll help you get over yourself by cutting off your head and stuffing it up the ass of some of these things. Good grief. Now, why does she have such an attitude? Anyways, talks about the disease, corpus victims. Let's see. Yeah. But they seem to like it when I play the drum. Quiets them down. Okay. Okay, she takes the drum, she supposedly plays it, and these guys settle right down. There is a... That's the late corpus. Here's the corpus stalker. You see, that was once a dark elf. But this dark elf, you remember those dreamers that we've been killing? Well, they dream in the shrines, and then they eventually become this. And then after they become that, they eventually turn into this. And then after that, they turn into all those other things. But enough about that. We're here to talk to this guy. You remember all those dwarven ruins and the disappearance of the dwarves and everything? Well, here's the last living one. The last of the dwarves. And he says you're here for the Dwemer boots. Tell my gracious keeper that I have done what they could. Only a Dwemer mage crafter could have done so much, but only idiots could have crafted these boots. It shames my race that we must be judged by the works of such lack-witted blunderers. Once I was a master crafter in the service of Lord Cagranak, chief architect of the great Second Empire freeholds, and the greatest enchanter of his time. I could not have matched the genius of Lord Cagranak, but what he could envision, I and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still retain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me, and my memories have long faded. My only consolation is to each day mock the gods who destroyed my race and condemned me to this bleak existence. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in this grim prison. He's talking about his body. I can scarcely move, and my fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of corpus disease deters many visitors, but if you meet with cultivated minds, undaunted by the terrors of the corpusarium, you might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. And you ask him about, well, what happened? What happened to his race? Why did they disappear? I cannot say what happened. I was not there to observe. I was in an outer realm at the time. When I came back, my people were gone. So I left Red Mountain. I wandered Tamriel for years, searching our deserted colonies, looking for a survivor or an explanation. Then, a long time ago, I returned to Red Mountain, still looking for answers. Instead, I found corpus disease, and I have been here ever since. I have theories if you're interested. Lord Cagranak, the foremost arcane philosopher, blah 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 blah, and muckety muck and whatever, devised tools to shape the mytho-popcorn forces, intending to transcend the limits of Dwemer mortality. Long story short, this Cagranak, who lived many centuries ago, well, he made tools to try and turn his race into a race of immortals or a race of gods or something. But, let's see, in reviewing his formulas, some logicians argued that side effects were unpredictable and errors might be catastrophic. I think Lord Cagranak might have succeeded in granting our race eternal life, with unforeseen consequences, such as the wholesale displacement to another realm, or he may have erred and utterly destroyed our race. Well, you know what I personally think? I think this last part is true. He erred and destroyed their race. Because, I'm not sure if you've seen it yet in the videos I've recorded, but as I've traveled around in the Dwarven ruins, not only do I run into those automations, but I also run into Dwarven ghosts. Dwarven ghosts are all that's left of their race. So if their race was just moved to an outer realm, why are there so many upset spirits wandering around the ruins of their old cities? So, and last living dwarf. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, and we ask him for the boots. He gives you the boots. And that's that. And that book right there, which I'm not going to steal with these people looking, because I don't have the stealth or spells to really do it. But if you steal this book, I can read it though. It lists artifacts. All the special artifacts around the game. Like the Kyrus of Savior's Hide, which I just found in Tel Fyr's own tower. Wonder if it lists Umbra. I don't know if it does. Dragonbone Mail. I remember that. In fact, I think I even remember where it is. Ah, it does list the Umbra Sword. But yes, the Umbra Sword was enchanted by an ancient witch. Its purpose was to entrap souls, used in conjunction with soul gems, blah 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 blah. That witch was executed for her evil creation, but it was not before she was able to hide the sword. The Ember Sword is very choosy when it comes to its owners. But there's more to the Ember Sword than that. The Ember Sword is actually the piece... The Ember Sword is actually a shard, a cut-off shard of the soul of one of the gods. Oh boy, I better hurry this up. Quit messing around. Yeah, boy. What's my speed up to? My speed's going down. Well, you know what? Let's use our... Ha ha ha, too bad. But yeah, I better hurry this up before something really bad happens, because it'll eventually, you know... Huh. First things first, because it's here, I'm just going to take the goblet. Because I like dwarven stuff. Easy there, buddy. Hang in there. There we go. Here's the way out. Okay, now back upstairs to Old Man Fyr. Where was that? Oh, it's just straight up. Okay. Get out the floaty britches. And boots. Oh, I thought, well, let's see what this does. Okay, there we go. First the boots, please. Yeah. And now I give you the potion on the following condition. You must drink it here before my eyes. It should act immediately, and I need to observe you very carefully. Of course, he wants to see what happens. It's only fair. He wants to try to... Well, he's been spending his whole thousands-year-old life trying to cure it. But here we go. Let's go for it. Open your mouth and close your eyes. Here comes Daddy's big surprise. Good swallow. Oh my gosh, it's working! Remarkable. Let me check your eyes, your skin, your tongue, blah blah blah. Amazing. I think it worked. No sign of the disease at all. Of course, you still have the corpus disease, just like I planned, but all the symptoms are gone. What he basically did was he was able... This is what he's been trying to do this whole time. He wanted to not necessarily cure the corpus disease, just cancel out all the negative effects of it and leave all the positive effects. And it only worked on one person. Now why he does that, I don't know.
I'm listening.
But yeah. So yeah, cancel out all the negative effects, leave all the positive. So now I am immune to all disease everywhere. I no longer need my cure disease potions. That fix up my stats. Let me take off all my stat negative stuff. Uh-oh. Wonder what's causing that to go up. Yes, now I gotta go back to Kai's, but let's... I want to do something first. Oh, good grief. Yes, it's gonna do this. Alright, where is it? Hello?
I do enjoy a good conversation.
Okay, so go talk with yourself, woman. Hello? Someone nearby? Where? Oh, there he is. Good God.
3 blessings, friend.
See, you gotta be careful, because when that happens, yeah. But it appears that, wow, some of my, Because, yeah, well, we'll see if it wears off. I want to try to rest that off because I think it's temporary, but yeah, you remember some of the Nerevarine prophecies is that the reborn Nerevar would be immune to all disease and immune to age. Well, apparently,
You may speak.
old Fish Face here is not only immune to all disease, but he has stopped aging. Alright. Now here's the bit of bad news. Good old Caius has been recalled to the Imperial City. And he's promoting me to operative and will hit the blades. And he's only waited here to give me the final orders before he goes. Now why have you been recalled? Some Imperial politics, some concern about my sugar, because he's a moon sugar addict. I've thought about refusing the recall, but they have members of my family back in the capital. I'm afraid it may have something to do with problems with the succession. As the Emperor's health declines, factions are maneuvering for an advantage. So he gives me all his old gear. And let's see, final orders. Wants me to go to the Hall of Wisdom. Talk to Milo again about the lost prophecies. And he says she's being watched. If something goes wrong, find her quarters, and she'll leave you a message with the code word Amaya. So, yeah. Come to a tricky part of it, I think. All of Caius's stuff. But, yeah. I think we've done enough for now, so I'll just go ahead and sign off for now.